First off, this is terrifying, and I do not know how you did this for my wedding. Oh my goodness. But, uh, honestly, he mentioned this months ago. Can you give a speech? And I was like, sure. Regretting it now. No. No, many a thought went into this, and once I would think it, it didn't seem authentic almost, because it's like, all right, I'm rehearsing this too much. So I'm just I got a general direction I'd like to send this. But last week it hit me. I'm sitting there, and I've got my life insurance policy in my hands, and my son in front of me, and you ask yourself some questions when you're doing that kind of stuff, and one of the questions was, what would I tell him if I got 2 minutes left, you know? And one of the top things was, get close to this guy. Look to him, because he is one of the kindest, driven, hardworking people, most aligned with me that there is. I've known you for 30 years, and those are things that they got us through, and we're still here. And no, you mean so much to me, and I love you, bud. And honestly, I've known this guy forever. I mean that. And the day he told me about you, I can honestly say I've never seen him happier. Like, he is so happy with you. And so, to happiness, true happiness.
All right, now I'm going to hand the mic over to Paul Doherty.
I can't stand that long, so I'll sit. I'm back here yet again. I just wanted to share that over the Christmas vacation, Danielle and Josh asked me what was the secret to being married 30 plus years. And I responded kind of flippantly, you get old. And it wasn't the answer they were looking for. And my wife said later, they were serious. I said, I didn't know they were serious. So tonight, I'll try to give you the answer. People get married for a lot of reasons. One is physical attraction, which you should be physically attractive to the person you're marrying. I'd have little or no confidence in platonic relationships. But at the same time, a relationship based purely upon physical appearance, I don't have much confidence in that either. The prophet Isaiah said, the grass withers, the flower fades, which means we all get older. Some relationships are built upon hobbies. People might like kayaking. They do stuff together. You should do stuff with your spouse. That's good for a relationship. But the stream can run dry. The kayak can get a hole in it. You can be permanently disabled, never kayak again. Other people, they get married because they're the same socioeconomic level. They like the same restaurants, drive the same sort of cars, have an idea about what the dream house would be. But history tells us that fortunes are made and fortunes are lost. So you don't want to build your relationship solely upon that. There's a lot of other things. Education might be one. You can talk at the same level, read the same books. But there's something that can't be gained in a semester or 4 years or 8 years, and that's character. And that comes from a lifetime of difficulties, tribulations, blessings, and how you process them in your life and how they assimilate into the core of your being. And how does it apply to these guys? I'll start with Danielle, since I've known her the longest. From the beginning. Her mom knew her even before the beginning. Danielle is somebody that you want to have as a friend, someone you want to have in your family, someone in Josh's regard you want to have as your wife, because Danielle will be with you through hell and high water. She won't leave you. She won't forsake you. You can count on her. Two words that would describe her would be faithful and trustworthy. And you might say, it sounds like you're describing your dog. I'm not. We have a Labradoodle, Hunter. He's very, very loyal. Trustworthy, he is not. If you have a tray of cheese on the coffee table and say, I'm going to the bathroom, I'll be right back, I'm trusting you not to touch this cheese. When you return, you'll find an empty tray and a dog that will be constipated for at least a week. And if you've ever owned a dog, you know that that is not a good thing. But when I say that about Danielle, that's the highest of compliments. Josh, I've known for a much shorter time, but hold him in just as high regard. When I first met Josh, I said to myself, this guy is way too nice. There's something up here. And I said, I'm going to watch him for a while. And then it came to me, have you ever seen the movies where a guy comes from the 1800s into like modern day and he stands out because of his character and because of his kindness and his mannerism? I said, my daughter's marrying a 200-year-old guy. How often does that happen? But now normally that age differential would be a point of consternation for parents, but he keeps himself in really good shape. So we figured he's going to be around, and I think he will be. And I had friends in Pittsburgh ask me, what's your future son-in-law like? And I said, he's a gentleman. And they said, oh, he's polite. I said, well, he is polite, but the old English understanding of a gentleman is someone who's strong and able, but is gentle and humble of heart. Somebody who's successful, but isn't boastful or proud. Someone who cares more about listening to other people's stories than telling his own. That's who Josh is. That's who Danielle is. They both care about others more than themselves. That's the secret to success. And that's why I'm sure they're going to have a long and successful marriage. And that's the answer to the question. And the reason I'm sitting is I'm recovering from a torn Achilles, but that's no excuse because I cannot dance at all. But when I turn it over to one of my sons, just say it's the Achilles. Thank you.